Well, hey there. How's it going? How do I sound? Do I sound all right? Can everybody hear me okay? I sound really good in my own head, in general, just like when I'm talking to my dog or talking to myself while cleaning. No, but I got sent Sennheiser HD 650s that are calibrated for Sound ID, and I don't have the actual software installed yet. I'm like waiting to tune the room and everything, but yeah. So, oh well, I'm popping a little bit too loud, little too much amperage for everybody. All right, how's that? Better? Thank you for that. I don't know, whatever, for that honesty. Now I feel better. Anyway, so yeah, I have these headphones that are calibrated custom to the software and to the Sound ID software, and I'm pretty excited to try that out sometime, I think later this week. Of course, I'm going to record it. Yeah. I don't know if it still sounds crackly, then I don't know what the issue is, because I can hear everything I'm saying. Oh, it still sounds crackly. Well, that's good. Cheer. I'm like actually listening to myself now, and I can hear that it sounds nice and crackly. I don't think it's crackly because I'll try one last thing here. I don't think it's crackly because I'm peaking. I think it's crackly because, because we live in 2021 and somehow streaming quality has not been. I'm like listening to it. And yeah, because it's just cracking anyway. Well, anyway, I wonder what the issue is. Wonder why it's cracking. Everything says excellent on my view over here in the stream health and all that stuff, but yeah, I guess this is just what it's like to stream on YouTube. So I'm gonna play music really fast. I guess I'll just play my own or something. Just to start, just to test it. Let's see if I have a song that. Here's one. All right, yeah, this one should be nice and poppy and loud. This some Halloween techno. All right, now let's see how that sounds on the other end. Yeah, the music sounds fine. Okay. I don't know. Weird. Or maybe you can't hear the little pops in the music, but the music is definitely louder than my voice was. Anyway, this is all I do. I should just have a stream that is only about the stream itself. Like, that should be my weekly stream topic, is like, we just talk about the quality of the stream and what's wrong with the stream, and that's all I do. That'd be actually kind of funny for like the first 2 times probably, and then after that it would become really obnoxious. Well, anyway, so well, that's good, because I don't really care how my voice sounds. I care much more about how the music sounds. My voice could sound like shit. It doesn't really matter. But it doesn't sound crackly on my end, so who knows? Down detector is spiking YouTube a bit. I don't understand what that even means. Like, everybody's using down detector to see if YouTube's down, and they're actually spiking YouTube. Yeah, so anyway, let's actually listen to some of the music. So basically, sim selections, for those of you who don't know, is, maybe I'll start this way. I could actually edit the beginning troubleshooting portion of the video out. Ready? And so for those of you who don't know what sim selections is, at some point months ago, more than months ago, it's almost 6 months ago now, the members of my Patreon and Discord community basically came together and decided to have a monthly songwriting challenge. There's, on one occasion, I've provided some music for this or some MIDI data. But otherwise, it exists on its own. And this month's challenge is the theme is before the fall, and the optional challenge is challenge yourself to create something with a process you have never used. And so there's always like some different challenges going on, and yeah, everybody's in on it. And it's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of it. I'm always excited about it. And it's funny because I'm not going to say anything, but I'm also judging Loop Hop's contest. And so it's interesting to like be able to hear the talent from my community versus the talent from like in general for a much bigger contest. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to be mean, but that's all, or not even mean. I don't want to judge one versus the other, but it's interesting because it's definitely, I notice a difference. Like it's like there's a certain vibe that this Discord community has, which is really cool. And I hope some people actually join the Loop Hop contest because, yeah, I feel like pretty much everybody who does this would do quite well in it. Anyway, so if you want to become a member of this ordeal of the songwriting contest, you could join my Patreon, and you could join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. So it's not really too costly. If I try and keep membership, I try and keep the lower tier membership as cheap as possible because I know that not all of my viewers have money. And yeah, anyway, so let's listen to some music. That's not that thing that I just played. This is okay. Actually, I want to make sure I got this right first. Because some of these are, I want to make sure that I have everything right. I don't want to screw up anybody's name. All right. So I'm going to try and do these in a different order, I think. Okay. I'm editing text as well, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything in its proper order. So how about this? How about I'll start playing the song and then the text will appear halfway through. So here we go. I like how spacious it is. Oh wow, that's awesome. Well, that was awesomely cinematic. Great job. That was amazing. Yeah, that was excellent. I really dug it. Now this next track is a little bit more. Oh yeah, by the way, the visuals that you're seeing right now are plane 9. Yeah, for those of you wondering, it's hasn't been updated since like 2016, hence probably why it crashed in the middle of that. But I just wanted to try it out. I haven't tried it out since it was still actively being developed, and yeah, it is kind of a dreamy, nice music visualizer, and I think it's free now. It's plane PLANE 9, the actual number. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so the next one is, I'm making sure that I have this right because it seems like there's a YouTube video to play, and I just want to make sure that I have this correctly. No, okay, I'm really glad that I double checked that because I almost just displayed a random 20-minute YouTube video. That would have been fun. Oh yeah, this is much different. I don't know how to restream this. This is interesting. I've never dealt with this before. I don't think I can restream a YouTube video. Unfortunately. I'm double checking to make sure that there is not a way I can do this. All right. Okay, so this is Edwin, and it's Fallen Down the Edge, and I'm going to link the YouTube video in the chat, but I'm also going to, just like with the current setup, I totally didn't even realize that this is a thing, but Fallen Down the Edge is a small, explorable 3D game with adaptive music elements that respond to the player's actions and location. Now I really want to play this video. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if my music visualizer is probably not going to agree with it at all, but it's worth trying. Yeah, who would have ever thought streaming would be this complicated, huh? Maybe I can just like go full screen here. Let's see if that'll work. All right. Let's try it. Let's see if this will work. All right. I think we could do this. We could pull it off. Let's go. So this is the actual game, and I think this is in Unity. Oh, if this were on a VR headset, I would be like, I would be able to handle it. Oh, those are great. I love the particles. That was very cool. I really dug that. Yeah, that's awesome, and I would like to. I would like to hear. I mean, if Edwin wants to share on the Discord more about how he made that, that'd be cool. That's pretty fantastic, and I dig it. Oh, look, we're in green grass now randomly on the other visualizer. Yeah, that's very cool. Actually, I think I have another. Do I have another YouTube video on here? Maybe I can do both these at once. That way I don't have to. Yeah, that was very cool. And I love how it went faster, as the player was moving around, and assuming that's Unity, that's kind of funny because that's like something that I actually have played with a lot and gotten less than exciting results myself with. So that it's very awesome to see this, because Unity has not been the most forgiving. I have more experience with Unreal, which in my experience handles audio a little bit better, but who am I to say all that? I don't know. I'm not a developer. I'm going to go back to see if this works. All right. Wonderful. I'm going to play this one. And maybe I'll give you some info about it first. How's that sound? That way I'm not just randomly showing you a video. Okay, so this is Viri, and the track name is Nutrients, and the description of the track, or, there's a little field that says anything you want to share about your submission, and what Viri has shared is a nutrient is a substance used by an organism to survive, grow, and reproduce, which I'll agree with. Oh, there.
A nutrient is a substance used by an organism to survive, grow, and reproduce. The requirement for dietary nutrient intake applies to animals, plants, fungi, and protists. Nutrients can be incorporated into cells for metabolic purposes or excreted by cells to create non-cellular structures, such as hair, scales, feathers, or exoskeletons. Some nutrients can be metabolically converted to smaller molecules in the process of releasing energy, such as for carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and fermentation products, ethanol or vinegar, leading to end products of water and carbon dioxide. All organisms require water. Essential nutrients for animals are the energy sources, some of the amino acids that are combined to create proteins, a subset of fatty acids, vitamins, and certain minerals. Plants require more diverse minerals absorbed through roots, plus carbon dioxide and oxygen absorbed through leaves. Fungi live on dead or living organic matter and meet nutrient needs from their host. A nutrient is a substance used by an organism to survive, grow, and reproduce. The requirement for dietary nutrient intake applies to animals, plants, fungi, and protists. Nutrients can be incorporated into cells for metabolic purposes or excreted by cells to create non-cellular structures, such as hair, scales, feathers, or exoskeletons. Some excreted by cells to create non-cellular structures, such as hair, scales.
If like a child ghost face just like appeared and screamed really fast, I would probably like jump out of my chair pretty far. And I would probably appreciate it, just because I am never scared by anything like that, and I always want to be. I feel like I wonder like if somebody's watching this on like a laptop or something, they probably didn't get a lot of what was going on there. That there's a lot going on in the headphones. I just kind of like zoned out and listened. Yeah, that was very. This is a ironically creepy graphic to show right after that. Okay, so and I learned a lot too, I suppose. All right, next up, I'm just gonna play the track and then type in the artist info halfway through like I did previously. So dynamic. I like how restrained that was. Like, I think that's my best the best way I could describe that is I just really liked how utterly restrained it was the entire time. Yeah, that was fun. Good job. There's a little fireworks in the background I can see now. Good. A little firework show for Kitsune Machines. Yeah, that was great. And that's an artist that like routinely seems to be submitting some awesome stuff. Yeah, and like it's funny because a lot of times I hear that and I'm like, I want it to like, in my brain I'm like, yeah, I really want this to explode into, like a Spore style drum and bass thing, but at the same time, like you don't like I always think this when there's something I've learned throughout my career is that if you give people what they want, that's not actually what they want. They want what they've expected from what they've heard previously. And so, like people ask me like, "Oh, make another album like Arboreal," but the truth is that if I did, you'd listen to it once and then you'd be bored. You want another album that, that challenges you the same way that the album you used to like makes. And so anyway, that's why whenever I'm like, "Oh, I wish this does this," I have to rethink and be like, "No, this is actually great the way it is. Everything's fine." I appreciate how restrained it was rather than, just dumping into a massive drum and bass track. So congratulations on your restraint. Okay, this next one is paroxysmal nocturnal dyspnea. I'm just gonna put that up now because I do not know how to say it. Hopefully you could read that with YouTube's amazing stream quality, Super Nintendo stream quality. And this one, the description, this is a jam together with a friend. Basically, I'm just using a neutron sound, Dust of Time, together with an Electrosmith Daisy Field running a Krell patch written in PD, together with a bit of effects. Yeah, that's like you being like, "Oh, what are you doing today, Ben?" And me just like describing the brain surgery that I'm performing at that moment. Like, "Oh, I'm going through the Plato's neuronic cortex and connecting it to the cyber phenomenal cranium thing." Anyway, so here's this song. Talk about a great visualization match. Part of me thinks that literally is like, it's like, is that coming from the visualizer? So you know what's interesting about that is I I literally in the beginning of that I was thinking to myself, is this using one of my pure data patches? I was like, did I put one of those on Patreon? And I still don't even know if I did or not. But anyway, point being, I think it's more likely that a lot of times, like I can hear pure data, like I can hear the FM in pure data for some reason, like the exponential FM when it's happening in pure data, I could recognize it. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, that's totally fine because it's probably not even like probably only relevant to like 4 people in the world at this point. Uh, yeah, that was cool though. That was especially I liked, yeah, especially knowing how it was made. That was like an interesting journey. And again, how about that visualizer match? I love it when the visualizer matches things. Like I literally once the wave sounds started, I was like, whoa, I literally in the back of my head I was like, oh, this is coming from the visualizer. But you know, obviously it's not happening. Okay, so this next track is from NGC 2019, and the name of the song is Pre-Gravity Demo. And what we should know about this is, well, I'm just going to paraphrase. I'm not going to read it as if I am the person. I had an idea for this piece with guitar and a drum machine. I put down a bass line with an 8-string guitar and another line with a synth pedal, then did one take of improvising some guitar parts over it. Didn't take it to the next level of retracking some of the parts more precisely. Well, I want to hear this, so let's actually find the track here. That's cool. I like that. Yeah. If you intend on doing more with that, definitely let us know. I'd like to see where that, because it just sounds by the description that it was unfinished. So that's yeah, that was cool. I liked how you let loose a little bit too. That was nice. You don't hear that too much in electronic music. It's always nice to hear a good let loose. All right, so this next one is, I'm gonna edit the text and just talk randomly about nothing while editing that text, just because you know, I can't really say anything worth saying while I'm actually editing text, because I don't have the intelligence to do that, apparently. So all right, so this next one is by an artist who goes by the name of Aplet. Aplet? I'm not sure what to call it, but let's just call it Aplet. And the name of the track is Sweet and Spicy. I sound like a radio DJ now. And this description for the track is the kind of new process for me. I was not planning anything and just taking the track where it wants. So, all right, let's hear that track go where it wants. And it's a FLAC file, so be prepared for some FLAC quality. Oh, nice. Sorry, it started halfway through the track. That was not fair at all. I was like, wow, that really came up. I don't know, we need better visuals than this. Yeah, it's really, really accomplished track. Like, there's so many accomplishing elements. Obviously the production's crazy. It sounds super wide, sounds excellent, and then beyond that, and this is like, I hate ever saying that something reminds me of something else. Like, just because I realize that that's it's almost sometimes suggestive that like somebody's biting somebody else, and that's not actually what's happening. In this, but it reminded me in a weird way, like the melody reminded me of Kettle, and something that you should know about Kettle, Kettel rhymer. He's a good friend of mine, and something you should know is he's like, I'm jealous of him. Like his melodic capability pisses me off. Like that's the best way I could describe it. Like it did back in the day. Like I brought him to the U.S. to tour, um, and yeah, even his like more recent stuff, even stuff he's written for ads and stuff. I'm just like, this guy just pours out a type of melody that I can't touch. Not even saying that, like, because he said the same thing about me, for example. Like my melody sounds so American, and I think just because I kind of started with jazz and I could kind of tap into country a little bit easier. But yeah, I think it's just I have this jealousy of his melodic brain. Like I can't really get the same type of classic or classical harmonies that he can. I don't know. But anyway, so that kind of reminded me of his melodies in a weird way, like which is, a compliment for me. Anyway, uh, so does this one have a description? No. Well, fine. The artist name here is Divided Horizon, and the name of the track is Haze. And God, I hate talking like this guy. I literally sound like I'm a radio DJ, and I don't want to sound that way. But sometimes you just gotta sound like a radio DJ. So far, this is really matching quite well. Ah, that was a skull. I think the file might be longer than the track, unless there's a secret track at the end. Yeah, so I dug that. I dug the idea of what was going on, and I wasn't sure if it was supposed to sound like almost like two different pieces of music, like on occasion communicating. If you're trying to make one thing, like it's kind of weird, like I don't realize I even have advice for types of things like this until it literally appears in my head when I'm listening to something. hence why I never made like an IDM masterclass of any sort. Uh, I feel like when you have two wildly different elements, like something like an improvised piano piece and sort of jungle glitchy drums, um, and you want to make them come together, a lot of times using the piano roll of the piano to then place your drums, like have them in the same piano roll and ghost one of the tracks so you could see what's going on, you could see where all the markers are, or place markers, um, and then having the drums accentuate the actual melody as it's playing. That a lot of times helps it sound a little bit more all together. Another thing that obviously helps it all sound a little bit more together is just like a eighth note or quarter note ride in the background, just something like that. Maybe even like a 16th hi-hat or something that doesn't have to be affected in any way, and it could blend into the background. You could even sidechain it behind your drums, and that way it just sort of comes with the mix, and it doesn't really. But yeah, I was going to say if you wanted those to sound a little bit more together, that's not saying that you did, but if you did, then that's my advice. And finally, one weird thing that I never really, I don't know, talked about just because it's odd and it's not something I usually ask specifically, but when I put effects on something, like if you listen to a lot of my music and you hear like this sort of stuttering or, you know, chorus or reverb blast or, you know, some sort of crazy thing happening with the music, it's almost like the way that I try to do it is to utilize the effects as an instrument rather than just putting them in somewhere to make a certain piece sound or a certain part of the song sound a little more interesting. Like, I feel like in my older music, I would like lean on effects as a crutch or something, like if a song was getting boring. But as I learned how to use it a little bit better, I would like, you know, watch like Buddy Rich play the drums and like a Buddy Rich solo, like one of his deep, deep solos where he's, you know, just, you know, clicking the sticks together, like just tapping a hi-hat for 5 minutes or something, or rolling a snare for 5 minutes, and see how his emotion actually goes into the percussion, and then try and make a digital version of that. Like that's a good way of dealing with effects. Anyway, and again, it's like I don't know what is intended with some of these tracks, so I hate to give any sort of you know, constructive criticism when it's not needed. But that's that. I feel like that's territory I'm very familiar with mixing something light and something crazy at the same time, and it could be obviously there's no sort of template to do that. So this is a song titled "Gentle Giant" by Nornak, and I have nothing to read from it. All you can know is you don't know the thought behind it. It's just the song title and the artist. Nornak is I would say he's the main organizer of Sim Selections, and now's a good time to thank him for all of his hard work putting all this together. He actually made like a spreadsheet for me and stuff like that because I am just depressingly busy all the time lately. And beyond that, he is also the developer of MIDI Noose, which I've featured on a stream here before, which you're probably familiar with. It's like a node-based MIDI sequencer that is awesome, and you should definitely check it out. That's you can get on Steam. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, well, you're already talking about it in the chat, so there we go. Wonderful. The chat's like a minute behind, so I apologize. All right, so let's listen to Gentle Giant. if I had time, like the first comment is that if I had time, I absolutely would have like taken some of these visuals out because some of them are so amazing and some of them are so fucking dumb. Like that last one was just like, yeah, that track was incredible. Obviously, that doesn't even need to be said. That was amazing, incredible job. Uh, as usual, usually Nornex tracks are pretty great. It kind of, in a weird way, it like made me think of the vector synth, the thing I just reviewed, because that I got some like pretty distorted tones, sort of like that, and it kind of made me like, oh yeah, that kind of like I had this little got lost in that for a little bit. So for the videos, I'm using Plane 9, Plane 9. It's freeware now. It used to be I don't know if it used to cost money. I literally searched it just because I wanted something different from what I usually used, and I remember it, and unfortunately it was discontinued, but in like 2016. But yeah, it's good, obviously, and yeah, it's nice. I remember using it for. I was going to use it for one of my shows at Adler Planetarium, and I was talking to the developers about like having a spherical rendering of this, and then like customizing my own presets in it, and they yeah, and they were like, yeah, we don't have time to do that. So I was like, okay, but yeah, anyway, amazing track as expected. I'm going to go through that weird thing where I try and talk and type at the same time, and we'll see if I can do that. Hey, something weird. You guys could let me know about this. I am I made a odd joke a few weeks ago, probably longer than a few weeks ago. I think it was on a stream. I made an odd joke, and it kind of became a thing. I made an odd joke about, not even a joke really, but I made a statement about me being having Asperger's or being autistic, and yeah. And anyway, I think maybe it was when I did the stream with Steven, with Noir and them. But anyway, I made a joke about that, and it kind of became this like running conversation thing, and now I'm actually being tested for as an adult, in probably in like 2 months time or something like that. But I'm officially in that process of like being tested for adult autism or Asperger's, and I was wondering that one of the reasons I'm doing it is because it's also fascinating to me, and it's like something, I grew up in like the 80s when I felt like, at least in like South Chicago in the 80s, like you were either a child who couldn't speak at the age of 10 or you were a child who could speak at the age of 10. Those are like the two subgroups that you could put like children. And so I could speak, and so they're like, yeah, you're fine, get back in class. And um I feel like things just weren't diagnosed very often unless there was like a very, very serious, obvious problem. And I don't even want to call it a problem because I wouldn't, if I wouldn't press a button to turn it off. I would just sort of keep doing what I'm doing because I like my life and I like my job. But anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah. I'm wondering, I'm trying to like feel out how much they'll let me involve a video with that process, because I think it's really interesting to take that dive as an adult. And I feel like there's probably a lot of adults that like never got tested as a kid that, I don't know, it's good, I guess, to like, yeah, be more comfortable with your quirks, I suppose. Anyway, that may or may not be a thing, but like they may be like, nah, you're fine, you're not on the spectrum at all. Or they might be like, you just blew the spectrum up, you broke the spectrum. Okay, so enough about myself. Let's talk about Nedoggled or Nadog LED, but I'm gonna stick with Nedoggled. And the song is Forever Dream, and there is no other info. We just listen to it and enjoy it. And I really like this graphic. I'm interested to see what happens when I put music behind it. Oh, nice. You know what that reminded me of? Weirdly, a almost in a creepy way, because for some reason this is like a creepy memory of mine. But the sign off. If anybody has ever seen the sign off animations, like basically, believe it or not, everybody, for anybody under the age of 30, when, or maybe even anybody under the age of 35, I don't know, television stations used to stop. They used to just be like, we're done for the day. And so I remember even Fox, like in Chicago, we had Fox 32, and that was like where Fox started, right? That's like The Simpsons before Fox News. And Fox used to just sign off at the end of the night. And some channels would like play the Pledge of Allegiance or the Star Spangled Banner as like their sign off. And other ones had like custom things, like PBS of Chicago. I remember they had a custom sign off, and it sounded a lot like that. And it was like a little tag, but it lasted for 60 seconds or 30 seconds or something, and just had a little animation saying like, it's 11 p.m. Goodbye. Go to bed. You shouldn't be up watching TV anymore. But yeah, that I kind of miss those. But, and I don't know why they were so creepy. I guess just because nobody does that anymore. But yeah, something about it was creepy. Like there not being a television to look at anymore. Like, no more shows. You're up too late. Like for some reason that kind of always felt a little bit creepy. I'm trying to think of creepy things. It's Halloween, and I just can't get creeped out by anything, and I'm sad about it. Okay, you know what I'll do? I'll tell a story after this. Well, not after this. After this and one more track. Oh wait, no, we only have one more left. Well, poo. All right, here we go. So, the artist name. I'm gonna try my best at this. Okay, the artist name, Udonkatola. I'm gonna say it just as if I said it a million times. Udonkatola. This is I can't be able to say this at all. Mephistopheles. This is really this is like my test. Like, did I succeed at learning how to speak through YouTube? Mephistopheles Trail by the artist Udonkatola. I'll just say that with like some form of authority. Okay, let's hear it. There it is. Yeah, I was in Chicago during the signal hijack. I wasn't like watching it when it happened, but I remember it being big news. A room full of meth pipes. I'm like seeing faces in this pattern. I like that. That kind of reminded me of vintage Audiker a little bit. I dug that. Well, good job, everybody. That's all of them. Everybody did an excellent job. And should pat each other on the back. Pat yourselves on the back. I would, if I were there, I would pat you on the back, gently, just a little. I wouldn't like smack your back or anything. That would be rude. Yeah. Yeah, that was really nice. And this is the Earth. Oh, I thought Europe wasn't there for a minute. I was like, isn't Europe above? That's like the actual size of Africa. Look, compared to Europe, it's like not the map that we're used to looking at. That's like a more accurate. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, we have a really talented Discord server, man. I'm always amazed by it. Yeah, and Mr. Nornak, let me know if you need any stems or anything like that for the next one, because I'm more than happy to share. I forgot what we were. Oh, I remember the last time I played GeoGuessr, I made a generative patch and then just played GeoGuessr of the generative patch. But we're not making patches today, and YouTube would just explode if I tried to change content midstream. It just would not be able to handle it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to open up a recording of a generative patch that I probably have somewhere. And just play that and pretend, just be a poser. Yeah, it's funny because after this I have to finish grading all of the Loop Hop contest ones, and he has a lot of submissions. Oh my god. That's Ziv has his work cut out for him, let's just say that. Like, there is a lot of submissions. How long is this track? This is not long enough. I thought that I had a much longer, but anyway. Oh, that's cute. It's a little ball rolling in the grass. Well, I'm not going to really be able to figure out what track it is anyway with this. I'm basically looking at a folder that doesn't tell me how long anything is, so it's not going to be very helpful to figure out. Now, here's one called Autumn Patch. Okay, it's a 60 megabyte MP3 file. I bet this one could be it. Okay, then I guess we can now officially closing all my windows here. God. Okay. There There we are. And we could get rid of this and this. This is plane 9, by the way. There we go. Okay. We've transitioned into the next realm. Okay, wonderful. I probably still sound crackly, but I don't care. Okay, so this is GeoGuessr. We played this a couple weeks ago, and it was a lot of fun. And I was really good at it, and I'm probably not going to be really good at it today. Italy. What do we think? Italy? This has to be Italy. Well, that'd be really funny if I just got it right off the bat like that. It does look very Italian. And what is this guy doing? Yeah, basically you just randomly go around and try and figure out. Maybe not Italy. This actually could be Latin America. I don't know. That little girl looks Italian. I don't know. I can't really tell. Is that a Puma bag? Gotta use our clues here. Alright, what kind of produce does this truck have? Just like some locusts back there. It's a leaf fit. It's a truck delivering 3 leaves. This is my house. This is my bath right there. Okay, so maybe this is. I'm trying to figure out if this is a nice place or a shithole, but it looks like a nice place with just that one little shithole area. And it does look very European, but there are a lot of parts in South America, a lot of parts of South America that look European, but I'm pretty much sure now at this point that this is Montenegro, maybe? That's a tough one. Ooh, look at this. I feel like we might be a little... Yeah, now we might actually. Now I'm thinking it could be something like Montenegro or Bosnia or something. I mean, this is tough. I don't know. I feel like I should put a time limit because I feel like if I'm just indefinitely going around, I'll eventually figure everything out. So maybe in the next round I'll do that. What does that say? Wait, there's like a reflection. What? Oh, that's from the actual Google car. That's interesting. I'm just trying to find a sign. Like, not a sign from God, just an actual sign, like a language. Oh, Catholic. That brings me back to my Italian... I mean, this really does look Italian, doesn't it? Oh, let's see. Is this an old Italian man? Don't take my picture. Say, I was raised by... I had a step-grandpa that had a lot of Italian in him, and he wore shoes like that. Just, I'm really guessing at this point. I'm like, he dresses like my grandpa who's like Italian. Like, that's definitely not the best way to figure out where we are in the world. I mean, it looks very romantic, which tells me nothing, you know. That's nice parking job, buddy. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can see a C here. Oh, is this more Jesus stuff? Yeah, okay. So I'm less convinced that it's France now than ever. And ooh. And it just seems a little bit too nice. And I mean, there's probably a Spanish person here that's going to hate me for the rest of their life, but it seems like the countryside in Italy is nicer than the countryside in Spain. But again, this is like limited to just like my, you know, I obviously haven't been everywhere. Ooh, do we have a language here on the side of this dumpster? No, not really. What country doesn't have signs? Then we could figure it out. What's the region of no text? And a traffic jam, apparently. Oh, never mind. Okay. Nah, man. Maybe we are in France. Alright. I'm just going to have to guess. I'm not going to be able to figure this out. I don't know my French countryside that well. I mean, I know that it's more mountainous over here. So let's... I mean, I'm just going to have to, like... We're near a river, so sure, one of these small towns. Guess. Oh, wow. That was Portuguese. I thought that was... Nah, that was way off. 690 miles away. That's bad. Alright, try again. Oof. Okay. Latin America? Oh, maybe not. This could be Nigeria? Yeah. I hate and love how it randomly blurs things out, blurs out text. Like it adds to the challenge, obviously, because like if you could just read everything, like we'd obviously be able to figure this stuff out really fast. I mean, I want to say Nigeria. It could be South Africa, actually. It's like mildly hilly. Although I feel like there's too many... I don't know. For some reason, I want to believe that South Africa doesn't have... I don't know, jolly and lowly. That's pretty... That's pretty South African sounding, doesn't it? Cleans and freshens. National Lube. No. Cleans and freshens. This isn't South Africa. Nope. Cleans and freshens. That's almost pigeon sounding, isn't it? Cleans and freshens. That threw me way off region. Like, I don't think they have Google Maps in Uganda. Otherwise, I would say we're in Uganda. Cesspool. I don't know. Maybe they do have Google Maps in Uganda now. Because I know that they've, like, added a bunch of countries. Because I used to just, like, browse around, just go virtual traveling and stuff. But I am pretty convinced that this is not South Africa anymore. Hey, what country are we in, guys? And there's also so many motorcycles, and I feel like there's not that many motorcycles. All right, I'm gonna randomly choose a place in Uganda. Let's look at the mountains here first. Yeah, I mean, Uganda's small enough to where and then yeah, I guess this is really loud, sorry. Okay. I mean, I guess we have to be somewhere near the south. But whatever. I'm just going to choose right here. How about Mukono? Let's try that. All right, 17 miles away. Not terrible. Yeah. Huh. And this isn't where we actually were. Huh. Okay. Nice. All right, this looks American. Yeah, I mean, this could be like literally any state in America. It definitely is America, though. Oh, wait, did I see mountains? Yeah, I was thinking like Pacific Northwest, but... Oh, this is gonna be a spoiler. Is this like a city center or something? District of Mission. I don't know what that is. Oh, now I see a Canadian flag? Wait a minute. What? So you're telling me that Canada... Oh yeah, this would be a giveaway, the kilometer. So these bike signs? These are American. And I mean, I guess they're both Canadian and American, but Canada and America don't share signs at all. And I immediately saw these, and these are everywhere. So, alright. Well, we're in Canada. And, I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious that we're probably in British Columbia. And I'm not going to take too much time. I think I'm just going to kind of assume that we're in the suburbs of Vancouver. Not the suburbs, but like we're somewhat north of Vancouver somewhere. Or south, even. What's the suburb south of Vancouver? It's not Burnley, it's like Burnby or something. Although that's way more crowded than this. Oh, Surrey, that's the name of it. I'm just gonna choose like, yeah, one of these. Somewhere out here. Chilliwack. Guess. Oh no, it won't be in the center of town. Alright, 14 miles away. I'm okay with that. Alright. Wow. This looks way more crowded than it was, doesn't it? Oh, we're right by Chill Vape Store. Oh, that's inside the gas station. Alright. I think I just fail at Europe a lot with these. Like, I'm happy if... I'm usually satisfied if I can get within 50 miles. Like, I feel like that's a win for me. Huh. I don't know. I don't see like any indication of anything. It doesn't look American though. Oh. Well, we got cars driving backwards. Wrong side of the road. Didn't even notice that. Oh. Back up. The Whistling Duck Farm Cottage. This could be England, obviously. Oh, right, okay. Ignite. This doesn't seem right, though. What's going on in this car? I want to go to that farm cottage. Yeah, this is confusing me. This just doesn't seem English. It does, but no, this is not England. Where the fuck are we? They're speaking English, the cars are driving backwards. It's not Australia. Who's on the side of the road here? Okay, we're not in England. Not to make any assumptions, but in rural England, people don't look like that, if you know what I'm saying. It's everybody is of the same demographic in rural England, from my experiences. Or Scotland, even more so. But, alright, so it's cold. This guy looks like he's clearly walking a good distance. It's cold. Man. I mean, so what are the chances that this is in South Africa? I avoided that for a moment because I didn't want to. I don't know anywhere in South Africa that looks like this. Not that I've been to I haven't even been to South Africa, but I've looked at a lot of maps, read about it a whole lot. Yeah, we're in South Africa. Not that I know those cities, but it's Dutch sounding. All right. We got to be near a coast, and we got to be south. I can't imagine somebody needing to wear that get-up when walking around. Unless that person was, like, hijacking something. But they just seemed like he was going for a run or a walk. I mean, I guess it must be around here somewhere. Alright. I'm just gonna guess we don't look like we're near the ocean, like within 50 miles of it, really. This is hilly over here. There's a lot of similar sounding cities, but none that are. Well, Paul's Petersburg. I mean, I guess, whatever. And then Kemplust. And I have no idea how big that is or small that is. So it must be just like right here, eh? Guess. 9.2 miles. All right. Oh. Got one more. Oh, crap. Is this in Europe? Oh, this is odd. Trying to find another car. I mean, this could be very, very easily be England, but we have to see what side of the street these cars are driving on. Oh. We got a language here. Okay, so this person's cold. Good to know. Beligveborg. What does that mean? Beligveborg. I mean, we know that we're in a Nordic place now, right? Yeah, this is very flat, too. Oh, I saw another, like, scorky-looking word. Scully. I mean, it doesn't look like it's near any sea. We must just be like in the middle of Denmark somewhere. Like the trees are super small, but there are trees. I feel like if you're near the ocean, you either have larger trees or you don't have trees. Yeah, I feel like we're in Denmark for sure. I guess we're just like in the middle of Denmark. Let's let's have a look here. I mean, Denmark's not that big, so we're not gonna be that far. We must be like just right. Wait, are we in Viborg? Didn't that sign say something about something Viborg somewhere? Oh, this is the ghetto. Wait, hold on. I saw some graffiti and then it went away. There, look at that. Ghetto. I guess we're in Viborg. Are we? Viborg Town Center. No, it doesn't say that. Although, I swear I saw a sign that said Viborg. These people are like... That's that Google Maps thing. Oh, what happened? It's a violent area. Okay, anyway. Did that person have a solar panel? This person cannot have a solar panel. Ooh, a lake. So we're in a lakey region. That's good to know. I'm like more mad that somebody has a solar panel in Denmark and I don't have a solar panel. It's like, well, now I need a solar panel. Because I definitely get more sun than Denmark gets. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna hunt this person down and take their solar panel. You don't get enough sun. Viborg is lakey. Yeah. Yeah, we're in Viborg. I'm just gonna guess right here. Oh! A new badge. I don't know. Oh, just because. How far am I? Oh, no way. Shut up. Look. 540 yards. Literally 4 blocks. That was total luck. I knew we were in this area by the lake, but I could have very well guessed all the way down here or something. Should quit while I'm ahead. That's incredible. Alright. Should we do one more and I'll give myself a timer? This time. Alright. Main menu. I just like the normal old. Okay, what should my time minute be? 5 minutes per. Yeah, 5 minutes is fair. Okay. Alright. What side of the... Now I gotta actually do this a little bit with haste. Cars are on the right side. Cars look more... They don't look European. Well, they look kind of European. Yeah, they do. Never mind. Alright, what language we got here? Ooh. We are in Russia, or a Russian-speaking country. Anything in English? No. Oh, that just looks fake. Like, oh yeah, that's just normal. Just a doll woman hanging out in front. Ugh. Russia is way too big of a game to play this on, or way too big of a country to play this game on a time limit. I'm like, I can't even look at the chat. I'm just like, no way. I mean, what, like, just, let's go back again. Okay, I mean, this tells me that we have to be, we're not in the north, like, of Russia. Like, there are people dressed, at least at that camera time, there were people dressed like it was warm out, wearing shorts and stuff. Man, it's tough. There's a lot of Russian cities. And it's a very big country. It's very easy to be wrong by 6,000 miles. Oh man, this is rough. 2 minutes left. Come on, bring me to the American neighborhood where they have American signs. Give me... Okay, well, so we gotta be in the south because these trees are pretty big. People are not wearing coats. So we know that we're in the south. But we might be... Alright, let's just look at the map first. I don't... Ooh, we could be in Georgia too, like closer to Georgia. What is that island? The Ukrainian island, Yeah, I feel like we're near the ocean. So I guess I'm going to assume that we are in this town. I mean, this has some pretty big buildings though, so we might actually be in a bigger city. Alright. I'm just gonna... Oh, I feel like this is a safer guess. That's still not big though. We need a bigger city and we only have 30 seconds left. No, we're not in Kiev. I guess I'm just... That was way off. Christ's sake. I'm screwed. I'm not scoring high on this one at all after that initial... I'm off by like... the distance of coast to coast in America. Who would have thought? Now, I would not think that there'd be a very populated city right there in Russia. I thought it was all kind of over here. Alright. Yeah, I don't know any of this, obviously. Who would have thought that? Because that, I mean, that looked... No, whatever. I don't know what I would guess would north of Mongolia would look like, but this is America. This is America. Maybe if I could get like under a mile from every single thing from here on out, we could save this, but I doubt that's gonna happen. All right, the trees are like semi. Is that horses? Horses. Okay, that tells me nothing. Yeah, this could be like 30 different states. Are they recycling? That'll at least tell us it's not like Mississippi. It looks like it says Georgia, but I know it's... Starliza. Somebody named Starliza is running for office here. I don't know teams. What are the Eagles? Northeast? Could we be in like Pennsylvania? Where are the Eagles from? Or it could have been the band. Or they could just like the birds. Just be like really into eagles, so they have a little thing that says Eagles. I mean, I guess Northeast makes sense. I know that... Well, maybe not. Okay. Got 2 minutes left, and I have no idea where we are. Ooh. Yeah, okay, we're in the Northeast. Adirondack, or whatever. I don't even know how to say that word, but I know it's a chair. It's a Northeast style chair. They would not have a Adirondack. I mean, we could even be in Maine. I got 1 minute, 20 seconds. Okay, let's go back into town here. We have a, what kind of church is that? Well, okay, if we have an eagle sign up by that church, what's the name of this church? Is it Catholic? Spectrum. Oh, okay. I'm gonna like quit when I got 30 seconds left. Okay, I'm not going to say Maine. The trees are too small. And I don't see any sign that we're near the ocean, which makes me think that we might be in Vermont. I want to say we're like in here. So... my money's gonna go... How much time? 10 seconds. Okay, I don't have time to do this. Okay, my money's just gonna go right here. Here we are. Boop. 41 miles. Okay. Could have been worse. Wow, and I chose New York simply because I figured the roads would be nicer in Vermont because it's a smaller economy. Oh, what's this? This is going to be confusing. Whatever it is, it looks nice. And I guess I'm gonna, I'm not gonna say it's not American, it's European, because there's anytime you have a rural place where you have a bunch of people living together, like cramped up like this, it's always Europe. And that's not saying anything bad about Europe, obviously. It's just, in America, it seems like people are just like obsessed with their personal space. Excuse me, ma'am. Where are we? Oh, we're in Asia. Wow, I wish I could differentiate that kanji from something else. Are we in Japan? I've been to Japan. I don't remember it looking like this at all. But I feel like most people who go to Japan don't see a Japan like this anyway. Go back and ask that woman again. Hello. That seems kind of pointless, but, you know, kids are frustrating sometimes. I get it. Man. I mean, it's mountainous, and Japan is that. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're in Japan. Whew. I mean, I feel like out of all of these places, I feel like this... Oh, well, that's over. I feel like out of all these places, this is probably the one that I would want to be in the most or something. Like, if I were to drop it off, I feel like this is... Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, I feel like we're not going to figure anything else out unless we get to an ocean in the next minute, which I don't think we're going to do. Interesting, though. I've never... Oh yeah, look at all these vending machines. We are in Japan, ladies and gentlemen. The payphone sells me on it, I think. I don't want to be too confident, but I feel like Japan is like my impression of Japan is I'm just impersonating a country. The way I feel about Japan is it's like very futuristic, but very not at the same time. Like, you'll still find payphones. You still have to fill out paperwork for things, like when you would expect it to be digitized rather. All right. How much time I got? Less than a minute. So let's just do this. Let's just admit that we're in Japan. We're probably up here. So, I guess as good a guess as any. Oh, wow. Way off. Off by 554 miles. Huh. Alright. Oh, it wasn't as bad as the Russian one. Oh, there's a tornado of some sort. Okay, this looks like America. This looks like every work zone in America. Well, this one's Hurstville Lime Kilns? Are you telling me we're not in America right now? Hurstville Lime Kilns. What? I don't understand. I mean, this is not England or Scotland. This is America. And, alright, well, that has to just be like a weird ass thing. Okay, so let's just use our brains here. Um, I mean, this all seems really familiar to me. Play that last track again. Clean the window, guy. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking Iowa. I'm even thinking this could be Illinois too, because the roads are kind of crappy. The hell was that? Giant eagle. Yeah. So this is eastern Iowa or Illinois. I think it's close to Illinois. This is my guess. It could also be Missouri, to be honest. Although I was just here. Like I was literally just in this. I mean, I don't remember this road, but I was just in this region. God, get me out of this like dirt zone. Yeah. Small trees, a lot of corn. However, western Illinois is hilly. And this is hilly. Yeah, we're in Iowa. Iowa has like weirdly, just like out in the farm, they'll have like 235th Street where you're like, what are you even counting from? Okay, how much time we got? Minute 40. So. Oh my god. It has to be Iowa because I can't get out of here. I'm just like, go, I hate this. Yeah, this is definitely eastern Iowa. Because I even think like eastern Missouri isn't that hilly. The highest point in Illinois is right over the border. Okay, whatever. The highest point in Illinois is right here. Somewhere right in there. I don't remember the exact name of the place, but it's right up here. And so my guess is that we're like on one of these highways. Alright. I probably could have taken a little bit more time to just get into town here, but alright. 6.9 miles. That's not the worst. Alright, how many more we got? Last one here. This is a very nice camera compared to the last one. Alright. What direction are the cars going? They're in the right lane. Hello, Lucy. Ooh. Is that a B or a R? Rousey-le Village. I don't want to make any sudden movements. I mean, obviously, I want to say the lay makes me think we're in France, but... Take a quick drink here. Okay, we're slightly mountainous. I'm not feeling... There's a hay bale. That means that we're not in a wine region. So yeah, we're not anywhere near the actual... We're not going to be too close to Switzerland, I feel. Hmm. Dude, every car is like a ball and vehicle. Look at this. Like, this is a lot more prosperous than France. I mean, it's France, but it's a very prosperous area. So we're probably like in the northeast, right? Like near Luxembourg, near the German border. Yeah, look at every single ride is like brand new, nice. A lot of BMWs. Where you headed, Lucy? I want to see this village. Yeah, we're getting nowhere. My vote is Southeast France. Near Luxembourg. Yeah, this is like, weirdly, believe it or not, this might be the, I don't know, I mean, I imagine like San Francisco is probably more, but this is like the richest part of the world. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'm convinced now. Dijkirk. This might be the first time I've ever felt confident in any European version of this. Usually I'm like, oh no, not Europe. Okay, we got 50 seconds left, so let's get in this. We might actually be able to find the village, eh? What was the name of that village? Rossi? Rousey? How much time we got? 32 seconds. It feels like way too crowded up here, but whatever, it has to be. We gotta be like, I don't know. Where's that Rossi village? Alright, right here, I guess. I'll say we're right here. Or maybe right there. Guess. 6.2 miles. Not bad. Oh, there it is. Rossi le village. Oh, I'm so mad I didn't see that. It's actually quite big. If I just like scrolled over just a little bit. So wow, so this is like literally 2 miles from the Luxembourg border. Crazy. And then, wow. Wait, is this the German border? No. So I'm curious now. This is the German border. Okay, so yeah, like 10 miles from the German border to 2 miles from the Luxembourg border. Boo. Well, that Russian, look how good, this is actually not that bad, except for that Russian one was just terrible. And the Japan one was about as bad as you could possibly get while getting the country right. Ugh. Well, I guess you gotta fail to get better at something, right? So I didn't do that great this time. The Iowa one and the French one were my 2 solid points. But well. I think my best, like if I were to have a best of GeoGuessr compilation, it would be the Brazil. For anybody who hasn't seen this before, just south of Rio, there's this tiny airport that I remember. I didn't actually fly into there, but I remembered it. I remembered the name of it because I was going to Rio de Janeiro, and I had a I just had a like I remember looking at airports outside of Rio, and somehow I was able to like figure out that we were at that airport and actually be like within a foot just in this random rural airport in Brazil. That was my best moment. But yeah. So the Japan one, I thought we were up here. I thought we were near like Hokkaido or something, like closer to it because it was mountainous. But obviously Japan's mountainous, so but we were actually down here. And to be honest, to me it looked like the most like, I don't know, there was like a lot of like garbage on the road and stuff in certain places, and I'd never seen anything like that in Japan. And I was actually doubting myself. I was like, am I just like stupid and I'm seeing Korean? Or not that Koreans, I mean, yeah, Korea's fine too, but yeah, I was just like, am I like seeing Chinese, or am I in Taiwan and I'm just dumb and I think I'm seeing Japanese kanji? But yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. But to be fair, I did say that if I, out of all the places that I found, if I were to just been dropped off randomly in real life, that would probably have been my favorite. I would have been like, oh, this is cool. I'm in Japan. I'm in rural Japan, which I just want to visit way more than I do. Like, I've been to Tokyo and Osaka and stuff, but years ago. But yeah, I would like to go too. Anyway, I was off by a lot, so not as bad as Russia, though. This was the worst I think I've ever done at this game. I was off by like half the country. It looked so much like we were by an ocean, too. It looked like we were, like I thought we were here, but turns out we were way up there. North of Mongolia and Kazakhstan. Who would have thought? There were people wearing shorts. That was very misleading. I'm suing Google Maps. Anyway. So, I think that's about it, right? I don't know. I don't know where to go with this. I am going to... Obviously, I'm not doing a stream on Thursday. This is my Thursday stream on Tuesday. Because Thursday is my birthday, and my parents are going to be here, and they're not going to let me stream. Plus, I just feel like it would be annoying. Something would go wrong, and it would be crazy. But, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and hope everybody has a good week. And of course, thanks to all my Patreon members. Thank you to everybody who submitted attract sim selections. They were really excellent as always. And thank you to Nornak for doing all the organizing with that. And yeah, go buy Mini News. Okay, well, thanks everybody, and hope everybody has a great evening and week. And I'll see you. I'll probably have a video out before my next stream, hopefully. And I'll see you soon. All right. Bye, everybody.